Hi, my name is Jason Hertha, and I'm conducting the final project for food service management class. Today, we're going to be discussing on an interview that I had done with a food service management leader. And the interviewee that I decided to do was Joan Smith of the Levy organization at 98 North Michigan Avenue. And this person has been in the food service industry for over 10 years now and is the manager for this corporation. Some of the questions that I have asked, I have the list right here. First question, a need for human resources in the food service industry. Communication, leadership, motivation, conflict resolutions, how to deal with stress and how to cope, decision making, interviewing and training, challenges and joys of management, level of difficulty finding people, and personal philosophy. First question we're going to be talking about is a need for human resources in the food service industry. There is a big need for a human resource center in each establishment of the restaurant or a restaurant. The rights of the worker must be protected at all times, not only for the staff, but for the business as well. There are many incidences where some cooks give each other a hard time, and on some occasions a fight would break out because of this. This kind of situation must be stopped at once and brought to the Human Resource Department, for there could be a liability for the restaurant, the business, and this is definitely not the type of actions that should be in the kitchen. Professionalism should be done at, or should be upheld at all times. Next question is communication, leadership, and motivation. Communication is the key to having a solid team in the kitchen to function very well. Everyone needs to be on the same page to execute in the best manner as possible to complete the task at hand. Safety in the kitchen is a must, so there is a need for great communication to tell your cook where you are at all times to make sure that your cooks know and everyone else is at when dealing with sharp equipment or hot equipment as well to avoid injury. Having great leadership and a person also that can motivate in the same or right manner can make for a great operating workforce. If one can lead and motivate in a positive manner, then your workers will respect you and want to work even harder in getting the job done. I always go with the motto, treat others how you want to be treated. Within doing the whole screaming and yelling routine, to me that doesn't get very far with somebody, and you will lose most of your staff as well. Morale will also be kind of low too. As a leader, one needs to be strong, confident, and most of all, approachable, so that your workers know that you care about each and every one of their staff's needs. Conflict resolution is the next topic I would like to talk about. Conflict resolution needs to happen almost immediately. When there's a conflict in the kitchen, when full service is going on, the whole line and operation can suffer. If a fight breaks out on the line, production can get heavily backed up, making sales very low. And this is also a very unprofessional type of behavior as well. We'll try to eliminate this as much as possible. There's no place for conflicts in the kitchen and must be dealt with in a mature manner and dealt with as quick as possible before the kitchen suffers. The next topic I would like to talk about, dealing with stress and how to cope. In dealing with stress in the kitchen environment, one needs to have a passion for cooking, because if you will not survive in such a high-paced environment. Being in the kitchen is very stressful and has little room for error. That's why, as a good cook, you better know what you are doing. The more one exposes themselves to a stressful environment, the more your mind will start to adapt to the high-pressure situations, making it easier to think under pressure. I try to remain as calm as I can so I can focus at the task at hand. The calmer one is, the faster and more efficient one can be. There really is no real quick way to develop a tolerance besides to keep exposing yourself to high pressure situations until you start to adapt. That's why I say you must have a passion for this field or it just will not work. Decision making is the next topic. When it comes to making decisions on a moment's notice, there's really no time for hesitation. One has to trust themselves enough to make an educated guess or decision in a split second. When one has come to a decision, just go with your first choice and do not overthink it or you will hesitate. You must believe and trust in yourself and your abilities. Interviewing and training. Interviewing can be kind of tricky because the person you meet or intend to hire for the job may be putting on a false facade to get hired. This is why eye contact is very important in the interview process. Most people can tell if someone's lying when there is minimal eye contact or you're just looking around too much. Training methods. I feel training methods are best on the job in the culinary field. This is a very hands-on line of work, and putting someone right in the line of work at a gradual pace, I feel is best to get the person's mind accustomed to the work atmosphere. Challenges and joys of management. The challenges of management are to make sure that everyone is treated equally and fair as best as possible. Not everyone can like you or be happy with you, but you can do your best as a whole to make things run smoothly as possible. Level of difficulty finding people. In this line of work, it can be difficult to find a worker or cook that is competent for the job. There are many out there, but you have to be able to screen them well if they're a good fit for the job or the kitchen environment. Next topic is personal philosophy. What has worked over the years that I try to abide by for many years is that treat others how I want to be treated. That's something I stand by to establish a relationship with coworkers so the workforce can become a smoother operation.